You are listening to Mystery Media Group.
Yay! Hey guys, this is John Marshall from Cache Valley Bigfoot, coming to you finally on a podcast after a wild break. As many as you know, I have a book called Cache Valley Bigfoot. It's the first of a series that will start coming out hopefully in the fall. I'll have book number 2 about stories here in Cache Valley and stories that happened to me. If you want to find it, you can find it on Amazon, or you can find it at the book table here in Logan, or at the visitor center here in Logan at the old county courthouse. I'm also trying to get it up at the ranger station. Haven't done that yet. Not really sure what experiences I should share. There's plenty that you have already seen on Facebook or Instagram on my stories. One of the people that came to my house and bought my book actually has a family history with Bigfoot. She was telling me that when she was a kid up in Richmond, Utah, one day her grandpa came in and said, "Hey, the hairy man was here today." And she had no idea who it was. And her grandma said, "Yeah, we have a Bigfoot around all the time." And it was pretty much family knowledge that he would come down and they would see him in the fields or watching him. And that's been going on now. Her family still lives there, and I think they still have interactions, is what she said. They haven't really gotten close to it, but they just see it in that certain area of the fields. And there's another family up down in Avon that's had the same thing. They've been around now for 30, 40 years in that family history. Other than that, I'm accepting stories, any experiences. Any of you saw, we found a track line in April around Easter up in Canyon. And with about 30, 40 people have told me they think it's Bigfoot. I had one guy who went up there and said that his friend thinks it's a moose. With all the moose videos I watched after he said that, I don't think it was a moose. And the reason I say that is there's a picture where it came out of the river and there's a step, and then 10 feet later is when it starts again. So within 10 feet, there's no tracks, there's nothing. It's completely white snow, clear. So a moose wouldn't jump 10 feet or skip. And it was like it jumped or skipped and then kept walking. So I don't know. That right there convinces me it's not a moose. And if you look at the tracks going up the hill, it was a 30 to 40% incline. And that was in the snow. I drove up this weekend and it looked like it's actually steeper than that. I haven't hiked the hill yet. I'm probably going to about a week or so. But it looks steeper than 30, 40%. And you can kind of see where the tracks were. Whatever it was kind of heavy, and it still left a mark, even with the snow melted. I'm looking for stories. I talked to a lot of you, get in the house, and got the book or the shirt. Still have some available. You guys are into that. I have one guy over in Brigham City. He's really wants to get together and talk about some of the stories he's had. He told me a great one that he supposedly found a hand up by Manawa back when he was a kid in his 20s. And they were doing a dig out of a pond in an old peat moss bog. And he brought out a hand, and he said it was a hand. He said it wasn't a bear. He knows what bears, would look like. And he said it was a hand. But he showed it to his dad. His dad said it was a bear, so he just gave it to his dog. But he didn't think about it until after. He's like, crap. So he went to find the hand. The dog already chewed it up or ate it or whatever, or lost it. But he said it was a hand. And then he's trying to have people go back up there in that bog and dig, and they won't. So I don't know if it was a hand, but he's pretty adamant it was. And he said it was hair covered, and he thinks it might have been a junior Sasquatch that got stuck in the bog and died. I don't know. You guys just keep on writing me and sending me stories. And if you want to be in my book, you can. You can do it privately or have your name out there. It's all good. I'm going to use names this time, like probably their full name if they want. If not, it'll be anonymous. Yeah, I haven't had any other stories come up except those few. I went camping this past weekend. I didn't see anything. Did see a UFO, I think, but that's for a different page, different subject. But I would advise you to get out there, look in the trees and look in the sky. But there was something out there that was not normal that I saw. And a few other friends saw something too. Other than that, I appreciate all your support. Don't know anything else to say. We have some future projects coming up. And yeah, so hope you're doing good. Sasquatch on.
This is a production of Mystery Media Group.
Yay!